the perfect first motorcycle wasn't some tiny, boring commuter bike, but a real, rumbling V-twin cruiser that looks like it costs twice as much and lets you flat-foot the ground with total confidence. In 2026, Yamaha just delivered exactly that, and it might be the smartest beginner bike on the planet right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the 2026 Yamaha V Star 250, a motorcycle that's flying a bit under the radar but deserves way more attention. If you're a new rider, a shorter rider, or someone who wants that classic American cruiser feel without needing a truck to haul it home, this could be the one. Let's start with the big picture. The V Star 250 carries a base MSRP of just $4,799. For that money, you're getting the only V-twin engine in its entire displacement class. That's huge. While most beginner bikes are single-cylinder thumpers, Yamaha gave this little cruiser a proper 60-degree V-twin heart. It's air-cooled, SOHC, with 2 valves per cylinder and a smooth, confidence-inspiring character that feels way more expensive than it is. Visually, this bike nails the classic cruiser look. Lots of chrome, wire spoke wheels, a sculpted teardrop fuel tank, swept-back handlebars, and forward-set foot pegs. Park this next to a much bigger and more expensive cruiser and most people wouldn't immediately guess it's only a 250. It's got that big bike presence in a beginner-friendly package. Now let's talk about what really matters when you're just starting out or getting back into riding after a break, the ergonomics. The seat height is an ultra-low 27 inches. That's not just low, that's almost anyone can flat-foot it territory. Whether you're 5 feet 2 inches or 6 feet 2 inches, you're going to feel planted and secure at stoplights. Combine that with a long 58.7-inch wheelbase and you get an exceptionally low center of gravity. The bike feels planted, stable, and surprisingly nimble for a cruiser. Weighing in at just 326 pounds wet, that's with all fluids and a full tank, the V Star 250 is light enough that you can easily maneuver it around the garage or parking lot without breaking a sweat. That low weight plus the low seat makes this one of the least intimidating cruisers you can buy in 2026. Under the tank sits a 249 cubic centimeters air-cooled V-twin fed by a simple Mikuni 26mm downdraft carburetor. Yes, a carburetor. In an age where everything is fuel-injected and loaded with electronics, Yamaha kept this bike refreshingly mechanical. That means easier maintenance, fewer things to go wrong, and that classic feel riders love. The 5-speed transmission with a wet multiplate clutch is smooth and beginner-friendly, exactly what you want when you're still learning to coordinate clutch and throttle. One of the best parts? Fuel economy. Yamaha estimates around 78 miles per gallon. With a 2.5-gallon tank, 2.4 gallons on California models, you're looking at nearly 200 miles of range on a single fill-up. That's incredible for weekend rides, commuting, or just exploring backroads without constantly hunting for gas stations. The exhaust note is another highlight. Those dual chrome pipes deliver a proper V-twin rumble, not overly loud, but deep and satisfying. You get that classic cruiser sound without upsetting the neighbors or drawing too much police attention. The power delivery is exactly what beginners need, strong low-end torque and smooth roll-on power. It's not about drag strip launches. It's about relaxed, enjoyable cruising where the bike pulls cleanly from low RPM and makes you feel confident merging onto highways. Let's talk about the brakes for a second. Up front you've got a 282mm hydraulic disc brake. In the rear, a traditional 130mm drum. For a bike this size and weight, the braking setup is more than adequate. The front disc gives you good stopping power with a nice, progressive feel, while the rear drum is simple and reliable. ABS isn't offered, but at this price point and intended use, that's completely understandable. Most new riders actually benefit from learning proper braking technique on a non-ABS bike anyway. The styling details are what really make this bike shine. Chrome everywhere: engine covers, exhaust, handlebar clamps, mirrors. The paint quality is excellent, and the raven black color looks sharp and timeless. Wire spoke wheels give it that authentic cruiser aesthetic instead of cheap-looking cast wheels. Even the seat has a nice shape that works well for both rider and passenger. Who is this bike really for? It's perfect for brand new riders who want something more exciting than a 125 or 300 single but don't want to jump on a 600+ pound cruiser right away. It's fantastic for shorter riders who are tired of tiptoeing at stoplights. It's also great for experienced riders who want a light, simple, inexpensive second bike for around town cruising or as a reliable daily rider. And yes, it makes an awesome first motorcycle for women riders who want that classic cruiser look without the intimidation factor. One thing I love about the V Star 250 is how it teaches you real motorcycle skills. Because it's carbureted and mechanically simple, you actually learn how engines work. You learn how to maintain cables, adjust the chain, and keep everything in tune. These are skills that will serve you well when you eventually move up to bigger bikes. The handling is surprisingly good. That long wheelbase gives you stability on the highway, but the lightweight and low center of gravity make it flickable in tight corners and easy to U-turn in parking lots. It's one of those bikes that feels bigger when you're riding it but smaller when you need to move it around. Maintenance on this bike should be very straightforward. Air-cooled engines run cool in most conditions and don't have the complexity of liquid cooling systems. The carburetor is simple to tune. Parts availability for Yamaha V Stars has always been excellent, and this model shares DNA with previous generations that have proven extremely reliable over hundreds of thousands of miles. Let's address the elephant in the room: power. Yes, it's only a 250. You're not going to win drag races or do wheelies. But that's not the point. The point is relaxed, enjoyable cruising at legal speeds. On the highway it will comfortably sit at 65-70 miles per hour, and with a little determination it can reach 80+ when needed. For 90% of riding that normal people actually do, this engine is more than capable and a lot more fun than people expect. Compared to other beginner cruisers like the Honda Rebel 300 or Suzuki Boulevard S40, the V Star 250 stands out with its V-twin character and that classic heavy cruiser styling. The Rebel feels more modern and minimal, while the V Star feels like a scaled-down Harley. Different vibes, but the Yamaha gives you more character in my opinion. If you're coming from cars or just starting out, this bike strikes an incredible balance. It looks and sounds like a real motorcycle, but it's forgiving enough that mistakes don't become disasters. The controls are light, the clutch is easy to modulate, and the throttle response is smooth and predictable. One more thing worth mentioning: the passenger seat and pegs are actually usable. This isn't just a solo bike with a decorative pad. You can comfortably take a friend or partner for a ride, which makes it way more versatile. So after everything, is the 2026 Yamaha V Star 250 worth buying? For the right person, absolutely yes. If you want classic cruiser style, V-twin character, low seat height, lightweight, great fuel economy, and rock-solid reliability at an affordable price, this bike checks every box. It's not trying to be the fastest or most powerful. It's trying to be the most approachable and enjoyable way to experience American-style cruising, and in that mission, it succeeds brilliantly. Whether you're buying your very first motorcycle or looking for a simple, fun, low-maintenance cruiser to add to your garage, the V Star 250 deserves a serious look in 2026. If you're thinking about getting one, drop a comment below and tell me, are you a new rider, a shorter rider, or an experienced rider looking for something light and simple? I read every comment. Make sure to like the video if you found this helpful, subscribe for more honest motorcycle reviews, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you in the next video. Ride safe out there.